Welcome back. You're watching The Nation at 5, and another top story of the day are the raids or the searches that were conducted at the residence of Aam Aadmi Party leader and Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh. Now, supporters have gathered outside the residence of Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh right now. These are members of the Aam Aadmi Party. The opposition parties are also supporting the AAP on this entire matter, saying that right before the elections, this is some kind of political witch hunt and vendetta against the opposition camp. The Enforcement Directorate so far, in the multiple charge sheets that have been filed, has not named Sanjay Singh as accused, accomplice, or in any other capacity. Yes, he's mentioned in certain conversations that the witness turned approver has now mentioned in this entire case. The accused turned approver, Dinesh Arora, has mentioned in his testimony multiple times. The other facet that has emerged in this entire investigation is that will there be more skeletons out of the closet? Will we see more netas of the Aam Aadmi Party coming under the radar of the Enforcement Directorate in the Delhi excise policy case? Let me cut across to my colleague Anshul, who's joining us on the broadcast. Anshul, supporters have gathered outside the residence of Sanjay Singh. Tell us what's happening there, what the atmosphere is really like.
Since morning we have been reporting from the ground, and since morning what has changed, I'd just like to show you in the visuals over here. It has been more than 10 hours since these raids have started, and now these handful of Aam Aadmi Party reporters have all gathered over here raising slogans against the central government and how the central government is giving off agencies to actually quote-unquote harass leaders who are raising their voice against the Bharatiya Janata Party. On the other hand, what has changed is that security that has been deployed on the ground. Since morning we were not seeing so much security that was deployed on the ground, but at this point in time the security personnel who have been deployed has been increased by multiple folds. In fact, barricades have been put all across this entire area. Since morning there was no restriction of movement in any way or any manner, but at this point in time, barricades have been placed at each and every nook and corner, making sure that no more people are allowed to get inside. Remember, it has been more than 10 hours since these raids have been going on. The raids have been going on in the residence office of the Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh, and also at his residence as well. The Enforcement Directorate has still not clarified if at all Sanjay Singh would be taken into custody or would be arrested in any way or any manner. But yes, the Aam Aadmi Party protesters are now over here on the ground and have started to raise slogans against the central government. I'll try and show you more deployment is being brought over here. If I could just ask my camera person Ravi Rai to show you in the visuals over here. Battalions of the CISF have now been called in. A handful of them were deployed here since morning, but now suddenly we are seeing a spike in the security that was deployed on the ground. Several new battalions have been called in just to make sure that the law and order situation remains under control. But yes, the ED is still saying, what sources in this Enforcement Directorate are still saying, that Sanjay Singh, though is not a main accused in this entire matter, his name has not come up in the charge sheet, be it the Enforcement Directorate charge sheet or the CBI charge sheet. His name has not come up as an accused, but the other accused who have been interrogated by these agencies, they have taken the name of Sanjay Singh at least 26 times is what has been mentioned in the charge sheet, and hence these raids had started from this morning, especially when Dinesh Arora, one of the main accused in this entire matter, turned approver yesterday itself, and now today we are seeing such heavy-handed action that has been done by the Enforcement Directorate. It has been more than 10 hours. Protesters are on the ground. The security has been increased. What remains to be seen as to what next step will the Enforcement Directorate take, and if at all Sanjay Singh would also be named as one of the accused in this matter. But yes, at this point in time, Sanjay Singh is not an accused, but he has been named by several other accused whose statements have been taken by both Enforcement Directorate and CBI, and hence these raids are happening at the residence of Sanjay Singh.
So, Anshul, stay with us on the broadcast. Legally, how it translates is that if a person is named multiple times by different people who are being investigated or various accused, it does give ground to the agency like an Enforcement Directorate to conduct those raids and searches. For anybody to be named as an accused in the subsequent charge sheets that will be filed by the agency, which they are free to do so in the course of investigation, if the evidence emerges, is that apart from these testimonies, they need to get some kind of substantial proof. This is a money laundering case, so clearly hearsay would not be enough in this case. They would need some money trails, certain seizures that need to be done, and they need to be the next valid ground. If at all, further action needs to be taken against Sanjay Singh. Anshul, once again coming back to you and taking in a perspective from you, There was a statement that came from Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He openly called it a political witch hunt. He said this is something which the BJP is doing against the members of the Aam Aadmi Party because elections are so close. Opposition parties have come in, rallying in favor of it. Now, right now, there's a piece of breaking news which is coming in at this point in time. And the latest information that we are getting right now is that Enforcement Directorate is indicating that there could be a possible action against Sanjay Singh in the times to come. ED sources say that there is a strong ground to arrest. ED sources further says that the replies are not satisfactory. As far as the indications from the agency is concerned, the agency seems to be confident that apart from the testimony of the various accused, which has named Sanjay Singh roughly about 26 times, like Anshul was pointing out, they have more evidence. What was recovered in those raids? Is there a financial trail that has been established? Do they have a valid ground to justify that arrest? The agency source-based information indicates that they are likely to take further action. Anshul, politically this story is playing out very differently, where the opposition parties are calling it a witch hunt and a vendetta. But sources indicate that ED is likely to take further action against AAP leader Sanjay Singh.
So yes, that's what we are making on a channel at this point in time, that yes, there are indications, in fact there are hectic parleys that are going on inside the Enforcement Directorate, where it could be expected that some sort of action could be taken, but yes,
right, there's some latest news which is coming in. We are getting to know that Sanjay Singh has been arrested. That's the bit of breaking news which is coming in at this point in time. The Enforcement Directorate has been conducting multiple raids at his residence and he was named by various accused at least 26 times. This is the big news that we are getting for you here on CNN News 18, that Aam Aadmi Party Neta, the Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Singh has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, and this is in connection to the Delhi liquor policy scam. This is the second heavyweight of the Aam Aadmi Party who's under scanner right now, who has been arrested by the agency. Manish Sisodia from February last year is already under the custody of the agency, and now it is the turn of Sanjay Singh, who after these raids have been arrested. Anshul with us on the broadcast. Anshul, what more information do you have?
So yes, what we are picking up at this point in time, that Sanjay Singh has now been taken into custody, is what has been confirmed to us by the sources within the Enforcement Directorate, and that is the reason why, as we were reporting, that there is heavy security that has been deployed on the ground. In fact, the number of security personnel have also been increased because of this, only because there was a fear that once this news breaks that Sanjay Singh has been arrested, we can expect a lot of hangama that could have happened over here, and that is the reason why the security has been made in such a heavy manner. The kind of deployment that has been made is made in the same manner. I'll just try and speak to a few of these protesters and just try and get in their reaction. सर, आप यहाँ धरना दे रहे हैं, अभी ये खबर आई है कि एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टर ने संजय सिंह जी को अरेस्ट कर लिया है, कैसे देखते हैं इसको?
देखिए, ये तानाशाही की प्रकाष्ठा है और मैं ये मानता हूँ कि संजय सिंह की गिरफ्तार मोदी के तानाशाही राज की ताबूत में आखिरी कील साबित होगी। मोदी जी जो है बुनियादी मुद्दों की राजनीति से डरते हैं, इसलिए ईमानदार राजनेताओं को, ईमानदार पार्टी के नेताओं को गिरफ्तार कर रहे हैं, झूठे गिरफ्तार कर रहे हैं, झूठे मामलों में गिरफ्तार कर रहे हैं। हमारे पार्टी के नेता कट्टर ईमानदार है, कट्टर देशभक्त है, लेकिन उनकी कट्टर ईमानदारी और देशभक्ति मोदी जी को पसंद नहीं आ रही है।
This is the big breaking news that we are getting you here on CNN News 18 on the Nation at 5. Sanjay Singh, the Aam Aadmi Party Neta, Rajya Sabha MP, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Earlier there were raids that were conducted, and now agency has taken the call to arrest Sanjay Singh. Clearly they have more evidence on record.